Are you feeling it, everyone? Because what just happened in Buffalo was nothing short of monumental. The Patriots went into enemy territory and came out with a 23-20 victory over the Bills, a team that many had pegged as a Super Bowl favorite. 5 years. That is how long it has been since the Patriots pulled off a win that makes you stop and say, this team is back. And honestly, the feeling in the air right now is electric, almost surreal. There's this buzz you can't fake, a mixture of disbelief and excitement that just refuses to go away. Every single play, every single decision, every single effort on that field was magnified because beating a team like the Bills, undefeated up until that point, is no small feat. And at the center of it all, standing tall in the pocket, making plays that most quarterbacks only dream of in practice, is Drake Maye. Let's be honest, this is the moment people have been waiting for. You can look at every highlight, every clip from the game, and it all seems to orbit around him. He's not just playing well, he's playing at a level that demands attention. 22 completions on 30 attempts, 273 yards, no touchdowns, sure, but also no interceptions. That kind of efficiency, especially against a defense as ferocious as Buffalo's, is remarkable. What's even more impressive is that this isn't a one-off. The last 4 games he's had against some serious competition, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, and now the Bills, have shown a player who is evolving right before our eyes. And the second half of that game against Buffalo, absolutely elite. Looking at the stats from Pro Football Focus, you can see exactly what he did. 13 completions on 14 attempts, 184 yards, 3 big-time throws, and a passer rating of 118.8. These numbers aren't just numbers. They're proof of a quarterback who can control a game, who can escape pressure in the pocket and still make throws that leave defenders scrambling and fans cheering. There was one play where it looked like he was going to be sacked, completely trapped, and somehow he flicked the ball with precision to Stephon Diggs, right into his hands, gaining 6 yards and setting up the game-winning field goal. Plays like that don't happen by accident. That's talent, poise, and vision all coming together in perfect harmony. And speaking of Stephon Diggs, let's talk about what he brought to the table. Coming off an ACL injury, most people expected a cautious, measured performance. Maybe some solid plays, some reliable catches, but nothing to really turn heads. Diggs proved every doubter wrong. 10 receptions on 12 targets, 146 yards, and the kind of speed and quickness that makes you forget he was out for almost a year. The connection between Maye and Diggs is starting to look like one of those dynamic duos that just clicks, a pairing where timing and instinct meet and create moments that can swing games. The chemistry on the field is undeniable, and it's the kind of connection that doesn't just happen overnight. It's earned through practice, trust, and a shared hunger to win. But it isn't just the offense making headlines. On the defensive side, Christian Gonzalez is quietly asserting himself as one of the best corners in the league. 44 snaps, only 5 targets, 2 catches allowed for 36 yards, 1 pass breakup, 6 tackles. And that's just the raw stat line. The impact he has on the game goes beyond numbers. He's shutting down top receivers, making plays when they count, and showing a level of awareness that suggests he's operating at the peak of his ability. He's only 2 games back from a hamstring injury, and yet he's already making game-altering plays. That's the kind of presence that elevates an entire team, giving the offense the confidence to take risks because they know the defense has their back. Watching this team is like watching a machine start up after years of rust. There are still rough edges, penalties, mistakes, the occasional lapse in judgment, but those moments are becoming fewer and farther between. The Patriots are finding rhythm, building chemistry, and most importantly, they're winning in moments where it matters most. Every boneheaded penalty, every misstep is balanced by a play that reminds you why football is such a thrilling sport. The momentum is shifting, and it's not subtle. This is a team with eyes on the prize, a squad that has tasted the frustration of past seasons and is now transforming it into fuel. And the broader picture can't be ignored either. The Bills were undefeated up to this point, considered by many to be untouchable. That aura of invincibility is gone. The Patriots not only beat them, they did it in a way that sends a statement to the entire league. We are back, and we are here to compete at the highest level. There's a confidence that radiates from this team now, a sense of timing and poise that can't be faked. You can see it in the way Maye navigates the pocket, in the way Diggs positions himself to make the impossible catch, and in the way the defense reacts instantly to every threat. These are moments that build belief, moments that turn a group of talented individuals into a cohesive championship-caliber team. And yes, there's still room to grow. The Patriots have had their share of missed opportunities, games that slipped away due to turnovers or mental errors. But the path forward is clear. With the next stretch of games, the team has a real chance to string together victories, to create a run that could define their season. Every matchup is an opportunity to reinforce what we saw in Buffalo, to prove that this wasn't a fluke, that this is a team evolving into something dangerous. The energy in the locker room, the determination on the field, and the performances of key players all point to one thing. The Patriots are building momentum, and momentum in football is everything. It's impossible not to get caught up in it. The excitement, the buzz, the pure thrill of witnessing a team rediscover its identity. From Maye's surgical precision in the passing game to Gonzalez's lockdown coverage and Diggs' explosive playmaking, everything is coming together. And while the season is long and there are plenty of challenges ahead, this game feels like a turning point, a moment where everything clicked just right. You can feel it, see it, and most importantly, believe in it. This is what sports are about. The highs, the unexpected victories, the sense that anything is possible when preparation meets opportunity. And after that game in Buffalo, it feels like the Patriots are not just participating. They are contending, and they're ready to make their mark in a big way. The energy from that Buffalo game doesn't just fade, it lingers. You can feel it in every conversation about the Patriots, in the way fans are talking about Drake Maye, and in the way opposing teams are suddenly looking at New England with a little more caution. It's one thing to win a big game, but it's another to do it convincingly, to take a team that was thought untouchable and expose vulnerabilities while showcasing your own strengths. And that's exactly what the Patriots did. They didn't just scrape by. They dominated key moments, controlled the tempo, and made plays when it counted most. That's the hallmark of a team that's starting to understand what it takes to win at the highest level. Drake Maye is the headline, no question about it. Every throw he made against the Bills was a statement. You could feel it in the way he surveyed the defense, the way he moved in the pocket with confidence, and the way he made split-second decisions that turned potential losses into critical gains. 13 completions on 14 attempts in the second half alone? That's not luck. That's mastery under pressure. Rolling outside the pocket, evading defenders, and still finding his target with pinpoint accuracy. It's the kind of playmaking that separates good quarterbacks from elite ones. And this isn't happening in isolation. His recent performances show a quarterback growing into his role, learning to trust his receivers, and reading defenses with a clarity that comes from both talent and preparation. It's exciting because you're watching a young quarterback evolve in real time, and it feels like the beginning of something truly special. And speaking of receivers, Stefon Diggs continues to prove that age and injury don't define him. Coming off an ACL tear, many expected a measured comeback, a cautious approach, maybe some flashes of brilliance. But what we got instead was dominance. 10 catches on 12 targets, 146 yards against his former team, and the kind of explosive speed that still leaves defenders grasping at air. The chemistry between Diggs and Maye is undeniable. Every route, every adjustment, every perfectly timed pass is evidence that they are beginning to operate on the same wavelength. It's not just skill, it's trust, intuition, and a connection that can change the trajectory of a game in seconds. And the way Diggs attacks the field now, the confidence in his hands, the ability to make contested catches look easy, it reminds you why he's considered one of the top receivers in the league. On the defensive side, Christian Gonzalez is emerging as a cornerstone for this team. The numbers tell one story. 5 targets, 2 catches allowed, 36 yards, 1 pass breakup, 6 tackles, but the impact goes far beyond the stat sheet. He's locking down elite receivers, making plays that swing momentum, and bringing a presence that elevates everyone around him. This is a player who doesn't just play his position. he changes the game for his team. His second game back from a hamstring injury and already making decisive plays? That's the kind of performance that inspires confidence, that allows a defense to play aggressively, knowing there's a shutdown corner ready to handle whatever comes his way. Every time he's on the field, he's a threat, and that kind of consistency is what separates playoff-caliber teams from the rest. But it's not just about individual performances. It's about how this team functions as a unit. The Patriots are beginning to string together the right plays at the right moments. Even when penalties or missteps happen, the team responds. They adapt. They overcome. And that resilience is what makes them dangerous. Against the Bills, we saw a team that could absorb pressure, manage the clock, and deliver under intense scrutiny. That's not luck. That's preparation, focus, and belief in one another. It's the kind of cohesion that builds championship potential, and you can see it starting to take shape in real time. There are still challenges, of course. Penalties remain a problem, mental errors creep in, and the occasional misstep reminds you that this is a team still in development. But the trajectory is clear. The Patriots have a path ahead filled with opportunities to string victories together, to turn a season that could have been ordinary into one that is remarkable. The next stretch of games is critical, and they are in a prime position to capitalize. Every matchup becomes a chance to reinforce the narrative that started in Buffalo, to show that this one wasn't a fluke, that the team is legitimate, and that the playoffs are within reach. And let's not underestimate the psychological impact of this win. The Bills were unbeaten, a team many thought unstoppable, and New England toppled them. That sends a message not just to the league, but to the Patriots themselves. Confidence is contagious, and after a performance like that, you can see it in the way players move on the field, the way the coaching staff adjusts, and the way the entire locker room carries itself. Belief has a tangible effect, and it's fueling everything from practice to game day execution. This is a team that knows it can win, and that mindset alone can make a difference when the playoffs arrive. The offensive line deserve a mention as well. Protecting Maye, creating lanes for the running game, and managing the defensive pressure in high-stakes moments. These players are quietly shaping the outcome of games. It's not flashy, it's not always highlighted on highlight reels, but the consistency and reliability of the line are what allow playmakers like Maye and Diggs to shine. And on the defensive line, every tackle, every pressure, every collapse of the pocket contributes to a sense of control over the game that is critical for maintaining momentum. The Patriots are finding that balance, where offense and defense complement each other seamlessly, and that's exactly what you need if you want to make a deep postseason run. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are circulating through the NFL world, and they are impossible to ignore. The New England Patriots, a team never shy about shaking things up, are reportedly considering an unexpected reunion that has fans buzzing. The potential return of Cordell Patterson, the veteran wide receiver, known for his electrifying speed, versatile playmaking, and ability to shift the momentum of a game in an instant, could be back in Foxborough sooner than anyone anticipated. Sources close to the team suggest that the Patriots front office has been quietly evaluating Patterson's fit within the current roster, intrigued by his unique skill set that extends far beyond the receiving game. From jet sweeps to special teams heroics, Patterson brings a multidimensional threat few players in the league can match. For a team like New England, always hunting for ways to keep defenses off balance, his addition could be a tactical masterstroke. The speculation has ignited conversations across fan forums and social media, with supporters imagining highlight reel plays reminiscent of Patterson's previous NFL exploits. The timing of this possible move is fueling the frenzy. The Patriots have been recalibrating their offensive approach, blending youthful energy with seasoned veterans. Patterson's potential return would align perfectly with that strategy, offering a spark and a proven veteran presence for an offense hungry for explosive moments. While nothing has been officially confirmed, The mere suggestion of Patterson donning the Patriots uniform again has created a ripple effect among analysts and insiders, many of whom are already debating how he could be deployed in game plans. Critics argue that a reunion might be risky, questioning whether Patterson can still perform at the level the Patriots demand. But for a franchise known for calculated gambles, the prospect is tantalizing. After all, this is a team that thrives on surprises, and Patterson's rumored return could be exactly the kind of shakeup that redefines the season. As the NFL rumor mill spins, fans are left waiting with bated breath. Could the Patriots really pull off one of the most talked-about comebacks of recent years, bringing back a dynamic playmaker who could instantly electrify Gillette Stadium? Only time will tell, but the buzz alone is enough to get hearts racing and imaginations running wild. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.